New 24/7 champion has been crowned. Braun Strowman reveals who he wants as the fifth member of Team Raw, and Vince Russo reveals WWE's hidden meaning behind the booking of the Hurt Business. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's Sportskeeda news update for November 3rd, 2020. New 24/7 champion crowned on Raw during Monday night's WWE Raw broadcast. A new 24/7 champion was crowned as Drew Gulak pinned R-Truth following Truth's loss to Bobby Lashley. This marks Gulak's fourth run with the 24/7 title. The title change ends Truth's 43rd championship reign at 28 days. Braun Strowman reveals who he wants as the fifth member of Team Raw. Former WWE Universal Champion Braun Strowman won a triple threat match on Raw last night to book his place on Team Raw at Survivor Series. He battled Keith Lee and Sheamus, two superstars who had already qualified for Team Raw along with AJ Styles. After booking his place on Team Raw, Braun Strowman was a guest on Raw Talk with Charlie Caruso and R-Truth. When asked about who he wants to see as the fifth member of Team Raw at WWE Survivor Series, Braun Strowman named former WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. Strowman said that despite the differences he and McIntyre have had in the past, he saw how much the Scottish psychopath wanted to win, saying, quote, "You know, honestly, walking around the locker room before I came out to do this, I could see that Drew McIntyre has a fire lit inside of him right now. And you know, there's some history between Drew and I. I've eaten more bro kicks than I'd care to admit, but at the same time, I know that when he goes out there, he's got the same mindset, the same mentality as I do. He wants to win and will do anything in his power to do it. So I'd love Drew McIntyre to step up and take that fifth and final spot on Team Raw." Reason why Retribution attacked Tucker on WWE Raw revealed. Last night's episode of WWE Raw saw Ricochet face Tucker in singles action. Tucker was recently drafted to Raw in the WWE draft and is now a singles competitor. It wasn't a good night for Tucker as he lost the match to Ricochet before being attacked by members of Retribution. After taking out Ricochet, they turned their attention to Tucker and laid him out. Ricochet tried to fight back but was hit with a double choke slam from T-Bar and Mace. Following Raw, Retribution leader Mustafa Ali was a guest on Raw Talk. When asked to explain Retribution's actions last night, Ali opened up about why Tucker was attacked. The leader of Retribution pointed out how Tucker had stabbed his own friend Otis in the back to cost his Money in the Bank contract and said that since Tucker had sinned, he had to be punished, saying, quote, "No one was attacked. We defended ourselves. We are Retribution. We protect justice, and if you sin, it cannot be forgiven till it is punished." And that's exactly what happened to Tucker. Tucker backstabbed his best friend. You have the nerve to question my actions. Are you questioning what Tucker did? End quote. R-Truth then commented about how Ali and Retribution were taking justice into their own hands. Ali retorted and said the following, quote, "That man backstabbed his best friend for what? To get ahead? Judge, jury, and executioner. That was the warning that I gave out, and that warning is now a reality." Miro makes a bold statement after Nia Jax puts Lana through a table again. The tradition of Nia Jax putting Lana through the announce table continued on last night's edition of Raw. This was the 7th time that Jax had put Lana through the table, and Twitterati is furious at what they have been witnessing for the past several weeks. AEW star Miro, on the other hand, took on it to the positive note, as he usually tends to do. Miro took to Twitter soon after the spot took place on Raw and heaped praise on Lana in a statement which a lot of fans would disagree. Miro dubbed Lana as the toughest person in the business. Miro also stated that his wife is a, quote, world record holder. Vince Russo reveals WWE's hidden meaning behind the booking of the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business has become one of the most interesting factions on WWE TV right now. Led by MVP, the Hurt Business consists of the current United States Champion Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. After tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, former WWE head writer Vince Russo joined Sportskeeda's own Dr. Chris Featherstone on Legion of Raw to review the show. Russo pointed out WWE's mistake with the Hurt Business and their booking, mentioning how the company could have positively booked the faction to bring some sense of reality to the entire angle. Here are some of what Vince Russo had to say during last night's episode of Legion of Raw with Dr. Chris Featherstone here on Sportskeeda.
Chris, there's a whole other level here. And again, I see these levels because I know them. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you again, bro, if I'm writing the show, one of the biggest problems with Raw is there is no sense of reality.
Correct.
Okay, so if I'm writing Raw, the Hurt Business is coming together the same time Black Lives Matter is coming together. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. And that's what they're talking about. And they're trying to get, more and more blacks to join the cause. And bro, I'll tell you right now, I would have done it in a positive way because that would have been great PR for the WWE. Mm-hmm. The black athletes are getting together and they're uniting and they're trying to put positivity out there. Mm-hmm.
You can watch Legion of Raw live with Dr. Chris Featherstone Monday nights after Raw on the Sportskeeda Facebook page and YouTube channel. This is Jose G for your Sportskeeda news update. Follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app from the mobile app store for the most up-to-date news stories in the world of wrestling.